True champions carry greatness with them in all things. They don't flip a switch depending on the setting. Greatness is part of them. It follows them into every room, every meeting, every moment. Their presence alone inspires. Their commitment is infectious. Their fire spreads to everyone they touch. They are leaders, not because they demand attention, but because they embody excellence. They are the standard. They hold themselves accountable. And in doing so, they raise the bar for everyone around them. Their example speaks louder than their words. They know they're blessed and unstoppable, but they don't take that blessing for granted. Instead, they protect it, nurture it, and fuel it with relentless drive. They carry the legacy of those who came before, the legends who lifted trophies, broke records, and etched their names into history. And now, it's their turn to carry the torch. They refuse to let the standard fall. Champions don't fear the moment. They rise to meet it. They embrace the grind, the discomfort, the fatigue, the setbacks, because these are the dues they pay to earn greatness. Pain doesn't discourage them. It fuels their fire. Champions fight through injuries, doubts, failures, and fatigue. They battle until the final whistle, the last second, the last drop of energy. Giving up is not an option. Quitting is not in their DNA. They stretch themselves to the edge, test every limit, and rise beyond it. They know that every second counts, every rep matters, every decision defines them. They win because they refuse to stop when it's hard. They win because they do what others are not willing to do. They become phenomenal not by chasing shortcuts, but by mastering the fundamentals. Day in, day out, they perfect the basics. They give attention to the details others overlook. They treat every task, no matter how small, as an opportunity to improve. They understand that greatness is not built on big moment alone. It's built in the countless small choices made consistently with integrity. They take nothing for granted. They skip no steps. Their discipline is non-negotiable. They operate with intensity and commitment that makes distractions powerless. The greats aren't moved by what's happening around them. They are grounded in their mission. They eliminate anything that doesn't serve their goals. They create an environment of excellence around them and guard it fiercely. Every action, every word, every thought is aligned with their vision. They stay ready. Always. Opportunity doesn't catch them by surprise because they've been preparing for it all along. When the door opens, they don't hesitate. They charge through it with hunger. They compete with one person only, themselves. Every day is a battle between who they were yesterday and who they must become today. The champion mindset is not seasonal. It's constant. They don't turn it off in the off-season because for them, there is no off-season. Success is a lifestyle. Excellence is a habit. And they bring to every area of life. Not just sports or business, but to their relationships, their faith, their character. This is the way of the champion. It's not something you do. It's something you are. Your voice is not meant for excuses. It is your creative force, a weapon of intention and accountability. Excuses are the early warning signs of mediocrity. The signature of someone who has chosen defeat before the fight has even begun. True champions don't waste energy blaming others or explaining away shortcomings. They take full ownership, win or lose, and move forward with relentless determination. They declare their vision once, not repeatedly to get validation, then devote themselves to grind with laser-like focus. It's time to stop talking and start doing. To think, speak, and act like a champion means replacing complaint with effort and replacing comfort with growth. Champions don't make excuses. They make adjustments. Mediocrity may feel familiar and safe, but it is a silent enemy of dreams. Inconsistency kills ambition, not failure. So make the decision. How badly do you want the life you claim to desire? Success is earned, not wished for. It's a decision followed by action, over and over again. Understand this. Greatness doesn't begin when it's easy. It begins the moment pain enters the room. That's when the real training starts. The path to greatness is carved through discomfort and perseverance. Pain is the gateway. So why are you avoiding it? If success is what you want, push through the discomfort. Stop rationalizing your setbacks and go after what's yours. Rarely are battles won in perfect conditions. That's why champions prepare for chaos. They rehearse the unknown. They push themselves into the discomfort zone daily, so when life throws the unexpected at them, they stand firm and unfazed. Every morning, ask yourself, how can I challenge myself today? How can I step into unfamiliar territory and make it mine? Mastering the unknown, overcoming fear, and being ready for the unpredictable is what separates the elite from the average. When others quit, champions push forward. Their relationship with pain has changed. They've lived with it long enough to become numb to it. That's where greatness lives, on the other side of pain. You need to expose yourself to that discomfort so often that it becomes your new normal. Real training starts when the pain kicks in. Everything else is just warm-up. Think of a boxer. He may have all the technical skills in the world, but the first time he gets punched in the face, if he crumbles, he's no champion. The difference is not in the skill set, but in the response to adversity. Life will hit you when you least expect it. How will you react? Champions take the hit, get back up, and move forward. It's not about avoiding the blow. It's about surviving it, learning from it, and growing stronger. That's what defines a champion. The world is watching. When you're down, beaten, exhausted, and you're still standing, that's when your greatness shines. You have to make a decision. What kind of life do you want to live? Success isn't handed to you. It's a choice, a daily commitment. And that choice starts now. Are you ready to commit? Not halfway, not when it's convenient, but fully, relentlessly, without excuses? Many people dream of success, but only a few are willing to endure what it takes to achieve it. Often, it takes hitting rock bottom to finally commit. We don't change until the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of transformation. If you're hearing this, it's not by accident. You're ready. You know you're built for more. That uneasy feeling you have, that discomfort in your soul, is not weakness. It's your spirit urging you to grow, to rise, to leave behind who you've been and become who you're meant to be. You'll never have peace until you start walking toward your true purpose. That internal voice calling you. It won't go away until you answer. Say out loud with me, I am ready to change my life. I am committed. I will go all in. I will do what it takes to become the person I know I was born to be. And it starts today. All excuses end now. From this point forward, I refuse to blame anyone else for where I am. I take full responsibility for my path, for my future, and for the legacy I leave behind. Each day, I will rise and take action. I will not wait for permission. I will not wait for the perfect moment. I am the moment. I pledge allegiance to success, not with words, but with action. Deep within me is a strength, a will so powerful that it will carry me through walls if I must. Because I will not be denied. Champions build daily habits and rituals that lead to success. They face pain, embrace it, and grow through it. They become greatness because they refuse to quit. Pain doesn't intimidate a true champion. It strengthens them. The greatest understand that to become exceptional, you must grow comfortable being uncomfortable. Darkness, uncertainty, fear, these are not enemies but teachers. Every one of us encounters resistance, setbacks, trials, and losses. But the elite face these storms with courage. They go through the fire again and again, knowing each trial is refining them, sharpening their purpose, and preparing them for what's next. They are not afraid to struggle, because in the furnace of adversity, the weak fall apart, but the champion is forged. Champions perform under pressure. They do not hesitate in chaos. They don't second-guess when the heat is on. They trust their preparation, their grit, and their purpose. They understand that perfect performance comes from perfect practice, done over and over without compromise. And that's where the standard is born, not in the arena, but in the unseen hours when no one is watching. That internal standard is what sets champions apart from the rest. They're not chasing validation or applause. They have their own bar, and it is set higher than anyone else's expectations. While others accept good enough, champions reject it. They see mediocrity as a virus, a disease of the uncommitted. Average is unacceptable. They go all in, every day, every hour, every breath, not just during competitions or under the spotlight, but when they're alone, grinding in silence. Champions work when others rest. For them, the real battle doesn't begin when practice ends. It begins when everyone else has gone home. That's when they go deeper, push harder, dig further. They don't fear sacrifice. They welcome it. They understand the price of greatness, and they are willing to pay it in full. Passion fuels them. Obsession guides them. Focus defines them. The elite don't rely on motivation. They are powered by discipline, routine, and a work ethic so fierce it leaves no room for laziness. Their sweat is currency, and they spend it daily to purchase their dreams. That's the reality. Success is for sale, and hard work is the only accepted payment. Champions invest everything. On the field, in the gym, in the classroom, wherever they must show up. They leave nothing behind, because they know half effort never builds legacies.